Hello, everybody, and welcome to the lesson. In this lesson, we will hear two people talking about music programs in school. There are three sections. Each section has three questions. So let's listen and answer these questions. Question 1. What class could John take in school? Question 2. What does the woman say about math and science? And question 3. What does he think schools should offer? Let's listen and find out.
So, Sarah, when I was a kid, my school had the usual classes, and we could take band class, orchestra class, choir class, and art class if we wanted to take it. But nowadays, schools are cutting art programs and music programs.
Yeah, I think it's too bad. I think that it's really important for students to take these art classes or music classes. I think it's important for adults to be well-rounded. Even though math and science are so important, I think it's also important that we know a little bit about poetry and art and music and things like that.
Yeah. So in these schools where art programs and music programs are being cut, maybe sometimes they still have clubs. So students can join the music club after school. But I think it's not enough. Students should have the option of taking band class during school. Maybe they can't stay after school and join a club.
So, did you hear the answers? Let's review them. Question 1. What class could John take in school? And he said band class. So he was in band class. Question 2. What does she say about math and science? And she says they are very important. So she supports music classes, but she does say that math and science classes are very important. And question 3. What does he think schools should offer? And he said band class. So the students should have the option to actually take a class, not just join a club. Let's move on to the next section. We have 3 more questions. Question 4. What does she say about music class? Question 5. What does she think is best for students? And question 6, what else are schools cutting?
Yeah, that's right. You say they should have the option, but I think students should be required to take a few classes like that.
Oh, that's a good idea. Do you think that students should be required to try all of those classes?
Um, Maybe. I think so. But, of course, maybe they don't have time to take a full year of art class. But I think they can take a class where they can study art and music and things like that.
And poetry and theater?
Yes, all together.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I think maybe it's related. Even in elementary school these days in America, they're making recess time so short. They say, we don't have time for recess, for art class, for music. We have to focus on math and science and reading.
Now let's go over the questions. Question 4, what does she say about music class? And she said it should be required, actually, not optional. That means students must take the course. Question 5, what does she think is best for students? And she said that they try all the subjects at once. So they put all of the subjects, art, poetry, music, etc., in one class, and that it's required. And 6, what else are schools cutting? and she said recess. So recess means break time. So when you have break time from class in school, we call it recess. Now we have one more section. We have 3 more questions. So question number 7, what are some schools cutting? Question number 8, what do kids have to do at recess at one school? And question 9, when she says boy to him, what is she talking about?
But I think students won't listen and learn as well if they don't have time to play or sing or dance.
Yeah, some schools it's getting very bad. In fact, I heard about a school where the kids don't have gym class. They don't
Oh,
have PE. And instead of PE class, they took the after lunch recess and they said, before kids can play by themselves, they must run 3 laps on the track.
oh,
So they took away the gym class and they take away the free time.
boy, I don't want to go to that school.
Yeah.
That was a funny little ending. We'll come back to that comment where she says boy. So question 7, what are some schools cutting? And the answer is PE class. And PE stands for physical education, or basically sports class. Question 8, what do schools have to do at recess at one school? And the answer is exercise. So they have to run a lap. So usually there's a track, and the track is a round circle that people can run around. So they have to run a lap. That means run around the track one time. And question 9, when she says boy to him, what is she talking about? She's talking about actually her feelings. So it's kind of an emotional word. She goes, boy. And it's just using to add emphasis how she feels about what he said. And that's it. Thanks so much for listening. Now, if you want, you can check this lesson out on Ello. You could read the transcript, and you can also learn some of the vocabulary. And this is John and Sarah, and the title's Cut the Music, and this is lesson 1442. And like I said, you can actually learn some of the vocabulary, words like well-rounded. Also, at the bottom of the lesson, we have bonus listening lessons. So one of the things that I highly recommend is 1 Minute English. And for this lesson, you can hear Lucille from France talk about the kind of music she likes to listen to. And there is another lesson that John and Sarah do called Music Appreciation, and they talk about the music or the instruments that they play. And that's it. Thanks so much for listening. As always, it's a pleasure to do these for students. I appreciate your participation. And as always, remember, the more you listen, the more you learn.